Hi, this is Steve Shapiro, author of Best Practices Are Stupid. Today I want to tell you a story from my days in college, and I call this story Why Chuck Hates Me. Back at Cornell, well, I wasn't the best of students. It was the first time that I started dating women. It was the first time I started drinking. It's really the first time that I started really expanding my horizons and developing a social life. And so for me, well, I joined a fraternity, I became the social chairman of my fraternity, and I learned a lot of really great things about social skills and how to get people engaged, want people to help me out. We developed some of the best parties. I learned creativity through some of those parties that we developed because we started thinking of the best, coolest things we could do. And I got really connected with people, got to know people, improved my social skills. I was a really, really shy kid. And I learned to do a lot of things and start to make requests and to help manage things and see them forward. Now, Chuck was another guy I knew in college. Chuck, great guy, smart guy. Now, Chuck was also a person that I knew worked really hard. When it came time to graduate from school, Chuck was a person who had a 4.0, and he deserved it. I, on the other hand, was, well, I'm not going to give you my actual GPA, but let's just say I wasn't even close to a 4.0. We graduated. About 1 year later, I'm working for, it's now Accenture, back then it was Arthur Andersen's consulting division. I'm on a project, and I'm leading this big team, sitting at my desk. Sitting next to me is Chuck. Chuck, the guy who went to Cornell with me, busted his butt, sitting next to me. He turns to me, and one day he says, "Steve, I hate you." He said, "Look, for 4 years I worked really, really hard. You went off and had a good time, and we're sitting at the same desk doing essentially the same work for the same company. It doesn't seem fair." And this has actually always stuck with me, and I always reflect upon it, because what you need to understand is that, in order to be successful in any endeavor, it is not about what you know. It's about how you can apply it and how you can engage people. And I am a big believer that if you want to develop yourself, develop your social skills, your creativity skills, and your leadership skills. If you have those three skills, you can do so much more than if you are an expert in any particular area. Now, look, it's great to be an expert too. If you can do an expertise and all those other pieces, then you're in great shape. But you want to become a master connector, a connector of ideas, a connector of experiences, a connector of people. Because if you do that, things sort of happen magically. What you're going to find is the better you are at engaging people, getting them excited about what you're up to, creating a vision of something that's a little different that people lean in and say, "I want to learn more." These are the types of things that you want to create, because then people are going to be excited, people are going to be passionate, people are going to want to participate in what you're doing, and you will always be much more successful. So look, it is great to have an MBA. It is great to go off and learn a lot of things. It is great to study. It is great to be an expert. Please don't hear me as saying that these are not important. However, you could be the smartest person in the world, and if you don't have the social, leadership, or creativity skills to go along with that, you're probably going to hit a plateau in how successful you can be. So if you think about, how can I create something that's new, different, gets people to lean in, gets people to think, "Wow, this is cool. I haven't thought of this before." And then you can communicate it to a lot of people in a way that gets them engaged, and then you can lead the charge and get a lot of people behind you. I guarantee you, success is going to come your way, and it's going to look a heck of a lot easier than if you try to just work hard with your head down, doing the job you think you're supposed to do.